What's up guys? This is a walkthrough of configuring WSO2 API Manager with SQL Server 2019. By default, WSO2 API Manager comes with the embedded H2 database for storing user management data and registry data. So we are going to look into changing these databases into MS SQL databases. To do this, you can find a step-by-step guide in WSO2 API Manager documentation. So to get started, you will need to download the SQL Server 2019. I will leave the links below for that. And I have downloaded the developer edition. So to get started, you will need to go to the MSQL installation location and start the SQL Server 2019 configuration manager. Here you need to do some configuration changes. Go to the SQL Server network configuration, and under that you can see the protocols for the SQL instance you have created. Here, make sure the name pipes is set to disable. You can double click on it and set it to no, and TCP IP should be enabled. And double click on TCP IP and here check whether the listen all is set to yes, and in the IP addresses tab check the TCP dynamic ports is disabled by leaving it as blank, and TCP port should be set to 1433. Okay, after doing that, go to SQL native client configuration. Here in the client protocols, set the same with TCP IP as enabled and name pipes as disabled. After doing those changes, restart the server instance to apply the changes. So go here, right click on it and restart. So this will take some time, and we are going to create the databases now. To do this, you will need to download the MS SQL Server Management Studio. I will leave the links for that below. So this from this website you can download it. When Server Management Studio is started, you will have to log into the instance you have created. Select the database engine, and from here you can select the server name. When installing SQL Server, I have configured authentication, Windows authentication. So I'm going to choose Windows authentication from here and click connect. So now I will have successfully connected to my server. First of all, you will need to right click on the server instance and go to properties, and from here go to security, and under server authentication you need to make sure SQL Server and Windows authentication mode is selected, because when configuring WSO2 API Manager we are going to use SQL Server authentication. After that, click OK. Now we are going to create the databases needed. Right click on the databases and click new database. So we are going to create two databases, and I am going to create one as APIMDB and another one as shared DB. Next step is creating users for these databases. So I am going to go to security here and go to logins. Under this one, I am going to create a APIM user for the APIMDB. From here, you need to select SQL Server Authentication. I am going to give the same as username. and we don't need these policies. I'm going to check out these boxes and then go to user mapping. So from here you can select which database is assigned for this user. So I'm going to select APIMDB, and from here you can give the roles. So I'm going to give API DB owner and database writer and database writer. Click OK. So my password doesn't match. I'm going to do the same with the shared. Now what we need to do is create the tables in the APIMDB and shared DB. To do this, you can find the required scripts in API Manager directory. So go to API Manager directory and in the DB scripts, here you can find MSQL script that we need. So I'm going to open that with Notepad and copy the script. This one goes to shared DB. So right click on shared DB and new query. Paste the script and execute. So it's executed successfully. And next we need to create the tables for APIMDB. The scripts can be found in APIMGT folder. Here you can find the MSQL script. Open with Notepad. And execute. So that one is also completed. So now what we have to do is configure WSO2 API Manager. To do this, you need to go to the directory of API Manager and go to repository conf. There you can find the deployment toml file. Deployment toml looks like this. So from here, what we need is database APIMDB and database shared DB. To do this easily, let's go to the documentation of API Manager and copy these configurations. This is specific for MS SQL. So I'm going to select these and replace them with the copied ones. So we are going to change these configurations into so here the port is 1433 just as ours, and the database name is shared DB, and our username was shared user. Our password also the same. And for the APIMDB, APIM user, password also the same. So that's it for the configuration in here. You can save it. We need one more thing to do, that is to install MS SQL driver in WSO2 API Manager. To do this, so I have downloaded the SQL driver. I'm going to copy that one and go to the repository directory, components, lib, paste it there. So that is it. Now we can run API manager and see if the configurations are done correctly. As you can see, WSO2 API manager has started without any errors. So thank you for watching, guys.